Minecraft. Arguably the most popular game ever, alongside Roblox, GTA, Fortnite and others. A game that has plenty of things to keep the player immersed in the game for up to hours. With the friendly facade comes a deep, dark undertone to the game. This being the horror element, psychological especially. Not every game hits with this aspect, but Minecraft is one of the few that hits the mark, and with a perfect bullseye. This is what the video is gonna be uncovering, the horror of Minecraft and how well it's done. In order to begin, we'll need to take a look at some of the fears it plays on. Let's take a look at autophobia first. Autophobia is the specific phobia or a morbid fear or dread of oneself or of being alone, isolated, abandoned, and ignored. This specific phobia is associated with the idea of being alone, often causing severe anxiety. Next, let's take a look at the fear of being watched. Spotlogectophobia, scopophobia, scoptophobia, or ophthalmophobia, is an anxiety disorder characterized by an excessive fear of being stared at in public or stared at by others. Similar phobias include erythrophobia, the fear of blushing. Another fear to look at is the fear of the unknown. Agnostophobia is the fear of the unknown, a normal anxiety response to uncertainty that can become a phobia if persistent and extreme. Sufferers may avoid unknown places, people, or situations due to a wide range of possible negative outcomes. Treatment can include psychotherapy, cognitive restructuring, or relaxation techniques to challenge fears and manage anxiety. That's the surface level analysis. Let's start to really dive into what this game does to make these phobias more present in game. Starting off, autophobia. We could easily look at single-player worlds as a great example of this, so much happening, so many mobs passing by, yet you still feel this lonely dread creeping up, like something is about to pop up at you. But yet, nothing does. Night passes by, hordes of zombies, creepers and skeletons testing your strength, yet still. That empty feeling. This dread sits with you, no matter where you are in your world. You can be in a village, in that one cave by your base you get your diamonds from, or even in the comfort of your own home. But that feeling surrounds you like another wave of hostile mobs you can't see nor fight. Scophophobia, this is also present mostly in single player, but can be in multiplayer too. You mine for coal, iron and redstone, and all throughout, you feel like someone has their eye on you, and no matter what you do, they still watch on, like they're planning an attack on you. Days pass by, the feeling stays, you move through a cave, eventually mining a gap in the wall that you can fit in to heal, but once again, the feeling remains. It's never truly gone, it's just more or less present to you. This feeling does become most present in the Nether, more specifically in clearer places where all you can see is blocks in the very far distance. Peaceful mode is the worst for this feeling, you're expecting a gas to shriek, or a magma cube to bounce around, but nothing. Complete silence in the Nether. Agnosiophobia. Commonly present in caves, oceans, or special buildings in the game, this phobia makes you dread the unknown, and what's to come. It goes hand in hand with the fear of being watched, both have you fear something you don't know of. In caves, you're placing torches recklessly, hoping for the best. In the deep dark, your torches don't do as much, cranking up the agnosiophobia to 10. Minecraft has a really good eye for horror. That's the reason why it's easily the best non-horror horror game to exist. Most games try to add a horror aspect but fall flat on their faces. It's not the fault of the developers either. Horror is a really challenging thing to perfect, making good horror games incredibly scarce. Most try so hard with horror but resultantly look fairly corny. But like I said, not the developers' faults. Let's move on to a more visible form of horror. Minecraft has some of the creepiest hostile mobs you'll ever see. Nightmare-fueling entities are a key part of Minecraft though. These mobs are iconic and important to progression in the game however. Seeing the look of the ghast alone is enough to quit Minecraft for the day, its lifeless face, just floating through the nether like an inevitable doom. The Warden is a mob I've not yet fought, but still terrifies me. Nothing can be worse than creeping through the abandoned city, throwing torches down every 3 seconds, and suddenly, you place a torch and find yourself staring at the Warden, knowing 100% that he heard the torch being placed down. The Phantom is a mob that's often left out of the scariest mob conversation, but could easily be there. Imagine chopping down a tree at the dead of night, and on the horizon you start to see a pair of green eyes lighting up part of the sky. It's by far one of the creepier mobs in the game. These are some of the ways Minecraft shows off some incredible skill with adding horror to an innocent game. It could easily be known as a bait-and-switch game. Minecraft has such a friendly exterior, but a gloomy, ominous, and menacing interior. That's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and maybe even subscribing as it helps me out. Thank you for watching.